Hi, everyone. Welcome to special live with CAFAs in honor of Wear Canada Proud, a exciting two-day shopping event that is a partnership between CAFA and Fashion Magazine. And today I am going to be talking with, over the next 2 days actually, on CAFA's channel as on Fashion Magazine, we're going to be talking with some amazing industry experts. And I'm about to be joined by the beautiful Erica Wark. And now I just need to scroll through all of you who are joining. Thank you so much so I can find her and add her in. There she is. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. Erica's just getting joined in. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us today on the special live with CAFAs to support the Wear Canada Proud sale. For those people who don't know you, Erica is a fashion expert, a styling expert, a celebrity stylist. You might have seen her on the social. So I'm really excited that you're here to support the Canadian fashion industry today.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here and talk all things Canadian fashion.
So what I'd like to do, Erica, is start by asking you, and this is something I'm going to be asking everyone today, is why do we need a thriving fashion industry in Canada? What do we gain from that?
I think ultimately the fashion industry helps foster our Canadian identity. I think what makes Canadians so special is we're known worldwide as the little guys. Our population is small, our country's massive, and of course our neighbors to the south are significantly larger in every way. And so I think as a result of that, whenever we feel or see a person or a sports team or a brand succeed not only within Canada, but outside of Canada internationally, we all feel pride, and it's almost like we know them personally, like it's our brothers or our sisters. And I think it goes the same way for the fashion industry. And, the global competition affects every aspect of this industry. And we face the additional challenge of selling in a smaller domestic market already saturated by large international brands. So, I really think we need to support initiatives that promote Canadian brands and make them accessible to the masses. And that's why I think it's so incredible what you guys have started doing over the next 48 hours, selling over 100 Canadian brands and doing the sale, especially during the pandemic. I'm just so grateful that you have me a part of this experience. And I hope that through my platforms, not only on television, but also through social media and just my own community, that I can continue to foster and support our Canadian brands, because it really starts here with us.
You were describing that feeling a minute ago when you see someone wearing Canadian. I kind of liken it to when you're watching like a big blockbuster movie and you recognize Vancouver or Calgary or Toronto, you're like, oh, look, it's us. When you've been dressing clients, what have people's reactions been where they've put on something and they feel great and they love the outfit, and then you're able to share with them that it's Canadian? How have they reacted to that?
It's so funny because the reaction is unanimous across the board. They feel joy. They feel joy. They feel a sense of pride. They feel excitement. And that's even clients of mine who aren't Canadian. I think a lot of international people also really support Canada. We are such a special country. And I know for me, I have an obligation to help support our community. And so I always look to Canadian brands first and foremost when it comes to not only dressing my celebrity clientele, but also when I do my fashion segments. Obviously there has to be variety so that everybody can participate. But I think first and foremost, I do feel the obligation and the privilege to be able to promote our own.
Well, and I think when Canadians or people who live in other countries think about what Canada is known for, fashion might not be what comes to mind first, sadly, right? But with over 150 brands on the Wear Canada Proud site, hopefully that's something people will discover. And this is as much about discovery these next 2 days as it is about shopping. But if someone is able to shop, and there are lots of brands that are participating that have special offers or incentives for the next 2 days, as a stylist, share with us some of your gems, Erica. Like if I'm looking to add something to my wardrobe, what are some things I could be considering as I browse through all of these amazing brands?
Well, I mean, I took a browse through it last night and again this morning, and I'm not going to lie, as soon as we're off this call, I'm going to start shopping because it's great incentives, you know? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jump on this. You know, I feel like designer brands in general, Canadian or not, are generally speaking going to be a little bit pricier. So you are going to want to invest in those wardrobe staples that you know you're going to be able to wear for a long time to come. And I can tell you from touching and feeling and purchasing in my own right that these brands on this list are phenomenally made. They are crafted to perfection. These are pieces that are going to be in your closet or your jewelry box for years to come. So don't be afraid of the price tag. Jump in, because I'm telling you, anytime I've invested in Canadian, I could literally go through my closet right now and show you all the things I have that I've had for years. And when you think about it, you know, our whole cultural identity in the fashion industry, you think about brands like Macaj, Line, Centeler, Rudsack, Wuxley, Soya & Keo, Soskin, Arc'teryx, and like these are all outerwear brands. So I think what has been amazing to see is the brands that have hit the international market. Well, it's no wonder they're coming to Canadians to buy outerwear and cold weather accessories and footwear. I mean, we know what it's like to live in those winters.
This is true.
And on the other hand, what's so special and what's so amazing about our country and our fashion brands is we truly do have 4 seasons. So not only are we, you know, creating these amazing options for the cold weather months, but we also have incredible swimwear brands. We have incredible jewelry brands. So, I mean, the opportunities to find what you're looking for are endless. And I really want people who are listening and following along, I'm going to be promoting this event for the next 48 hours. I really want people to take the time and scroll through the website. And even just like you were saying, like dive in and learn a little bit. Even for me, like going through this list, I'm proud to say that I probably know about 95% of the brands, but there were a couple that I didn't know. So that's on me. And so I want to go in afterwards and deep dive. And now I'm discovering new Canadian brands that I can hopefully feature for years to come. So I think this is an incredible opportunity that we have here to not only learn something, but like you said, hopefully purchase that really special something that you can start building out your wardrobe with more Canadian brands.
You mentioned something really exciting there. Like, I think it's very easy for us, and I think the international stage has certainly seen Canadian fashion as an outerwear play, but the swimwear, the casual wear, the menswear, the footwear, there's such variety that I am really excited for people to discover just the scope of talent we have here.
Absolutely. And I really feel that the pandemic has obviously been so difficult, but I think there's been some silver linings. And this is a perfect example of that, where we've come together as a community to support each other and to learn more and also see what we can do better. This is an experience for me even that I'm always learning and wanting to grow my repertoire, so to speak, so that I can support and foster more and more Canadian talent. It is so important. I'm so blessed to have the platform that I have. And so I need to use it to help everybody else too. It's so important.
It's so important. And Erica, as a stylist, you know, you mentioned the pandemic, and you know, it certainly has been incredibly hard on so many businesses, on so many individuals. From a fashion point of view, I know for me, there's a whole lot in my closet I have not been wearing recently, and it's been really easy to kind of fall into cozy, comfy jersey knit, dare I say, sweatpants and pajamas on a pretty regular basis. As a stylist, what does it do for us in terms of our mood and our self-esteem if we start to take a little bit more effort in what we're wearing day to day? Because I don't think I'm alone in confessing my love of my leggings lately.
Well, and I'm right over here with you. And I also, by the way, noticed that Kip Sleepwear and Brunette the Label are on this list. So if you're looking for more loungewear, please go to this site because there's some great options on there. But yeah, I mean, clothing can transform you. Clothing can be that coat of armor that you need to get through a presentation at work, even if it's on Zoom. Clothing can transcend, it can transform. Fashion it's a part of all of us. Whether you care about it or not, you have to wake up every day and put clothes on. So, I mean, it is an amazing tool if used right to really help your own self-esteem and help you feel good and feel confident that you can take on the day. And with so much heaviness going on over the last, 4 months, if, putting on that pair of earrings or that necklace makes you feel good, put it on. If putting on a red lipstick makes you feel good, put that baby on. Whatever we can do to find, again, those silver linings day to day, I think we should go for it.
You mentioned earlier about how well made, Canadian, but anytime you invest in a piece of clothing that has a quality to it, it's in your closet forever. What is the advantage of having those classic staples? Like, I know it's been really easy to kind of fall into the junk food of fast fashion and get that instant gratification of new things like this. What's the advantage of being more conscientious about what we buy?
I mean, there are so many benefits from that. First and foremost, for your wallet. I mean, let's be honest, you will save money by investing in pieces here and there rather than doing the fast fashion mindset. The other thing we have to think about is our beautiful planet. Sustainability needs to be at the forefront of fashion. And I really do feel like we are in a time where people are truly passionate about this, and I think it is starting to change the mind shift for a lot of people. I've always been a conscious consumer, a conscious shopper. People always come into my home and are surprised that I don't have 10 closets full of clothes, but truly I don't really need that much. The key is to sort of build out those wardrobe staples that are incredibly well made and suited to you and your lifestyle. And then reusing them and mixing and matching them in new and unique ways. And sure, if there's some like little fun, trendy piece you want to grab that you think will work well with those existing wardrobe staples you already have circulating, then that's great. But I think it is really important to think about what our mark is on this planet. And shopping your own closet will automatically not only help you save money, but it will help with our landfills ultimately,
And there are so many participating brands on Wear Canada Proud that are sustainable within their own ethos. So if that is a value that people have in terms of not just being sustainable in terms of buying less, but wanting to support brands that are using that as part of their production, be it small production runs or water use or using recycled materials or doing stuff that's more made to order, that is available to you there as well. There are tons of sustainable brands.
Absolutely. And also socially responsible brands. And
yes,
I mean, that is also incredibly important. And I really appreciate so many brands now jumping on board with sort of showing how everything is made from start to finish and having that open conversation. And also made in Canada products. I mean, there is something special about keeping the entire business when you can here in Canada. I mean, you are not only helping our community, but you're also supporting our economy.
I think that's one of, as you said, there's some silver linings of this particular time in history. And one of them that I certainly hope shines bright is that we do start to appreciate and support our local businesses and industries more. Of course, in fashion, but also in food, in furniture, in other lifestyle categories. I think it's such a time to really take care and look at what our local businesses are and how we can help sustain them here at home.
I couldn't agree more. And I think as a result of this, people are really doing their research and their homework and discovering how they can help. I have talked to so many friends and family who have just naturally made that a priority in their life now and moving forward. And even if these stores aren't open yet, you can purchase gift cards. You can plan ahead for when they do open to make sure that you're supporting that store. And speaking about fashion in particular, so many brands are available online now and are shipping within Canada and in some cases internationally. So it's never been easier in a way to support Canadians. So I think, it is almost our moral obligation as Canadians to really support our own.
I agree. And you raise a really good point, just so people know, wearcanadaproud.com is not an e-commerce platform. It's a discovery platform. So if you see Brunette the Label or Triarchy or Spencer Badou and you're thinking, oh, I want to shop there, you're taken directly to that company's e-commerce platform. So 100% of any sales any of these designers and brands make goes directly through their channels. This is all about them.
I love that.
So just as we're getting ready to wrap up, Erica, I'm looking in my closet. Do I think about the things that I would be buying anyways? Like if I need a new pair of jeans, do I look for jeans on the site? We're going into the summer months. Like I'm drilling into your stylist expertise now again.
I love it.
What sort of advice would you have for someone who's going to do some shopping but doesn't want to get overwhelmed? Because it's also really easy to just look at it all and go, oh my gosh, there's so much choice. I don't even know how to navigate through this. How can we kind of simplify it for people a little bit if they need that advice?
Yeah, so I think if you have already had a few things on your list that you've been wanting to purchase but haven't yet because of the pandemic or for other reasons, now is the time to buy. And so, for example, if maybe denim is your thing and you're looking to buy a new pair of jeans, like this is the time to buy it. So don't just buy to purchase. Buy things that have been sort of on your wish list for some time now, or maybe some replacements of things that you've loved so much that they're no longer able to be worn anymore, because that does happen. So I do feel like it goes back to what we were talking about earlier about being a conscious consumer. So something that maybe you've had your eye on a long time, but maybe haven't pulled the trigger on yet, now is the time to do it. And also, I don't know about you, but I'm a planner. So I also like to plan ahead. So why not take advantage of the sales promotions that are happening with so many of these brands and jump on something that maybe you'll be using in the future.
It's a great chance too to discover brands if you live in Montreal that you didn't know about that are from Calgary, or if you're in Toronto, there's some brands from the West Coast there. So it's a great time to really get a sense of what our industry has to offer coast to coast.
Absolutely. Listen, I am so excited about this. I'm going to be forwarding this link on to all my friends and family. It has never been a more exciting time to shop.
Erica, thank you so much for being here. I just want to remind everyone that the website is wearcanadaproud.com. For the next 48 hours, there'll be special, offers and incentives from a lot of the brands. Go check it out. Just discover, browse, pop over to the Fashion Canada Instagram handle. They're going to be doing live chats like this over the next 2 days as well with the designers. I'll be back here at 1 o'clock. And Erica, if people are looking to follow you and see some of the amazing styling tip videos you do and follow you on social, where can they find you?
You can find me at Erica on Fashion, and it's Erica with a C.
Love it. Thanks so much, Erica with the C. It's a pleasure seeing you and supporting the Canadian fashion industry today. Looking forward to seeing you on the other side of this COVID business.
Cannot wait to give you a big hug.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.